Hey guys, welcome to Life Lived. Today's my last day off before I go back to work tomorrow. Tomorrow I go on nights, so I have to start adjusting my schedule a little bit. Well, the other day we stopped at the post office and this was in our P.O. box from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Opened up, it is my degree, my master's degree that I just completed a few weeks ago. The cool thing about it, it was actually sent from the future. It says, Mark Edward Clifford has graduated with the degree of Master of Science and Leadership with the distinctions, blah, 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 blah. Here unto affixed at Daytona Beach, Florida, this 31st day of August in the year Anno Domini 2020. It was sent from 2 weeks in the future. That is why it cost so much to send. Over $5 shipping just for that. So, very cool. I'm glad to have that under my belt. So I've had a few people ask if I'm going to actually go and walk, and the answer is no. I have actually never been to one of my own graduation ceremonies. When I was 16, I took the GED and I started going to college right away. So I never graduated from high school. And then got an associate's degree, didn't walk. Got a bachelor's degree from the same college, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Didn't walk, and now I have my master's degree. Didn't walk. Almost all of it was done through homeschool. In fact, I only went to, I think, 3 years of public school, 8th, 9th, and 10th grade, and then my associate's degree I did at Portland Community College. So did a year and a half or so there, 2 years there. And then my bachelor's degree was homeschool. My master's degree was homeschool. So I'm a product of the homeschool system all the way through. Why do you have a big smile on your face, Adelise?
I just got my license.
She just passed her license test on the first try. And now she's making me drive. Pretty scary.
I'm still a little nervous. Like, my legs are still shaking.
A little jittery?
Yeah.
Oh, was it hard?
No, it really wasn't.
What'd you have to do?
I had to do a 3-point turn, but I lost 2 points on that because I almost hit a cone. Well, I didn't almost hit it, probably. I just couldn't see it. So I had to, like, pull back up. And she goes, oh, that's only minus 2 points. Most people lose, like, 8 points on that. And I was like, oh. Well, so and then we had to just kind of drive around town. Got to know some of Safford, some that I've never seen before. So, yeah, that's about it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Everyone beware, she's got her driver's license. Morning guys, about 5:15 in the morning and we're here at the Safford Hospital getting ready to take a patient to Tucson. And there's also another helicopter coming in, so I'm not sure if we'll be taking off first or if they'll be landing first. But we should be getting going here before too long. Just at sunrise. Sun's just getting ready to pop up over the horizon. All right, we made it to TMC. So when we have flights, when I'm working nights, this is the best way to do it. I like the flights early in the morning like this. We got toned about 4:30, 4:45. So I'll be home a little bit late, but not too bad. Should be home by 8:30. So when we're on nights, I either like flights first thing, like right when I get in at 7 p.m., 7 to 8. That way we get back by 11 or midnight. End up getting several hours of sleep. Either that or not a flight at night, but early in the morning, like around 4 or so. That's not too much before I normally would get up. Still get pretty much a full night's sleep. So that's the best way to do the night shift. Doesn't always happen that way. Those 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning flights happen and they're pretty rough. So if you remember, several months ago we got some Araucana chickens that lay, Araucana or Americana, chickens that lay greenish blue eggs, and we finally got our first greenish blue egg. Hudson just came in with it. There it is, kind of greenish, kind of olive drab. Pretty cool, different color. Most of ours, you want to eat it? I'm pretty sure it's going to taste just the same as the rest of them. Unless you're going to eat the shell. The shell might taste more green.
Dad.
Yes.
He's not going to eat it, just letting you.
Why not?
Because it's a shell.
Oh, don't drop it.
It's
Should we see if it's green on the inside?
You're not going to go.
Is that the kind of egg that comes from green eggs and ham?
No.
No?
And I cracked the camera.
So what?
Nothing.
So we just went to the post office and picked up some packages. We have this big old package here. It might look like it's something really exciting, but it's actually just a box of dog food. We have started ordering our dog food online. They just send us a package every month. Makes me wonder though, how on earth can a company afford to send a 50-pound bag of dog food when it costs me like $8 to send just a tiny little package? Anybody know the answer? They must get a deal of some kind, because it would cost me more than this dog food cost to send this box. If I were shipping it, it'd probably be $50. The dog food costs like $30. Don't know. Hey guys, so I'm on my way into work for night number 4. We have only flown one time so far. It has been interesting with the kids going back to school. Letty and I quickly realizing we need to find something to do during the day. We have lots of projects in mind, but we're trying to not spend the money on those projects because we have a very large project coming up, hopefully in the next few months. And so we're having a hard time finding things to do. It feels like every morning is get the kids off to school. Well, I get home about the time the kids are leaving for school, so I'm not really part of that morning shuffle right now. And then Letty gets home from taking the kids to school, and we do a little bit of work out in the garden, and then have the rest of the morning free. I normally go down to take a nap about 2 o'clock in the afternoon or so to get 3 hours of sleep or so before going into work. And so we have most of the morning that we need to try to fill, and we are struggling to fill it. So we need to find something to do to keep ourselves busy. I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll figure it out. So I meant to record this whole thing, but I forgot to start the camera. I've got another apricot tree that I need to plant. We've got 2 of them, that one right there and that one right there. This one is all dried up. The leaves all fell off. I don't know if it's gonna live or die. So we got another one that I'm gonna put right there. Already got the hole mostly dug. Pretty much just need to drop the tree in it. All right, I got my tree planted, got the water to it, so it's running and watering it right now. That drip system makes things so much better. Sorry, it's windy, I'm trying to block the wind. Used to have to come out and water every couple of days, but having that drip system and the timer makes it so nice. I don't have to worry about forgetting, and the trees always have the water that they need, as long as the timer works. And it hasn't failed me yet, so I'm liking it. Morning guys, so I'm sitting here at work. Last night was night number 5. We didn't have a flight. I've got about 20 minutes left, so there's still possibility of getting a flight, but I have the news on to the Weather Channel and watching the news about the hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. Kind of surreal because it has Lake Charles, where we lived for 12 years, as its bullseye. It looks like it's going to make landfall right along the Texas-Louisiana border, which puts Lake Charles on the bad side of the storm. So we're hoping and praying for all our friends that live there. In fact, I got the news on right. Well, let me flip the camera around here. Got the news on right here. Jim Cantori right here, the hurricane guy, is at the park in Lake Charles where we used to take the kids all the time. Earlier they were interviewing people at the grocery store where we used to go shopping. So all the sights and things they've got on the news are very familiar to us. So it's kind of surreal being here watching it. In some ways, Letty and I were talking the other day, we kind of miss it a little bit, just all the, I don't know, excitement, anxiety, anticipation of a storm. We never had a major hurricane like that come through while we were there. We had some smaller storms come through and definitely had storms in the area. So, kind of crazy seeing it all in the news, hoping and praying for the best for all our friends there. So I've been sitting here at work most of the night watching the news about Hurricane Laura going into Louisiana. It is hitting Lake Charles right where we used to live. There's the hurricane, and Lake Charles is right here. So they are getting smacked. From what we hear, all of our friends that are there have evacuated. Pretty much the whole city was evacuated, but they're getting hit pretty hard. So far down along the coast in Cameron, where our friends have some property, the highest gust was 127, and then in Lake Charles so far, which they haven't even got to the eye wall yet, the highest gust was like 104. So they're going to be hurting out there. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. Had a very restless night thinking about all my friends and the people that I know in Lake Charles. I can't imagine what they're going through right now. Got a couple hours of sleep though. We didn't have a flight yet, although I got an hour to go. So again, could still get a flight for the end of my shift. Hoping for the safety and the best of everybody out there. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.